Understanding Bhagavad Gita from scratch. We started this series with the intention of teaching Gita in the most practical and the most understandable way for everyone watching this video. And today we are here. We just completed chapter 1. What this video is all about? This video is all about overall summary of chapter 1. So just to watch this video, first you need to watch the previous videos that I have created, particularly on every segment. This video is a wholesome summary of it. So let's not waste our time and start. First of all, you need to understand a couple of concepts. This whole book is happening on a battlefield. Like, this is the context behind it from Mahabharata. What is happening over there is there's a situation that came along where Arjun is there to fight his own cousins and family members. On his side, he has his 5 real brothers and Krishna. On the other side, the whole army is there. On the other side, his whole family, majority of family, his teachers and everyone, his uncle, his cousins, everyone is there. And because of the legacy, the dynasty, this fight is about to happen. Now, the context of this Gita is all about Arjun retreating to fight, and Krishna is convincing him to fight. Arjun has its own logics, like why he don't want to fight, why he should not fight in every possible grounds. He will give some logics for his take. At the same time, after listening to him, Krishna is gonna speak and give him the answers. And after we completed this book, you will realize that this whole explanation, whole understanding is not just relevant to Arjun. It is very relevant to you particularly. Yes, you. Not for everyone, just for you. You who is watching this video. So, let's start. The book starts with the curiosity of Dhritarashtra. And Dhritarashtra is a blind man. So, this amazing holy scripture starting with the curiosity of a blind man. It is a metaphor. A blind man, that means a person who can't see things which is in front of him. This is a metaphor. At the same time, he has someone with him. Who? Sanjay. Sanjay can see what's happening in the battlefield and Sanjay is telling him. But Sanjay is not involving his own input. Sanjay is not involving his own opinion. He is just transferring the information. So Sanjay is a representation of biasness. Now, we don't have to be biased when we are just consuming the information. And how we can be biased? We can be biased, and we are biased on the basis of our relations to this world. You must be sitting at your home, at your office, at any place you are watching this video. You have connection with that place. You have connection with people around you. Every person around you is connecting to you. Every person around you, you know the backstory, you have some kind of little bias. So how you can see things clearly? That is what this starting phase means. First of all, you need to be able to take it, consume it unbiasedly. This is the first thing. Gita consists of total of 18 chapters. And the first one is said by Arjun himself. After that, all the 17 chapters are recited by Krishna. Almost majority of it. But according to me, the first chapter is the most important chapter. Why? Just to solve any problem. You know what the first step is? First step is to recognize the problem. So if we don't recognize the problem, we can play with the solutions given to us, but we'll never be able to solve it. If I'll give you an injection and you don't know what problem you have, so how you can figure out, like, there are 5 injections, which one I have to put where? You don't know that, right? So first of all, we need to identify the problem very, very thoroughly. The first chapter is all about Arjun explaining his problem to Krishna, why he doesn't want to fight. So what we need to do, we need to relate Arjun with us. Arjun is the benchmark to read Gita. If you are relating to the first chapter, then you should go through other chapters. Why? Because if you are relating to the problems, then only it makes sense to go through the solution, right? If you are not relating with the problem, so what should you consider? You don't have a problem? No. You are not understanding Gita. Yeah, exactly. This is not possible that you can't relate to it. because we go through this situation every time, day and night, back and forth. So first we need to relate. First we need to understand the first chapter. We need to relate to Arjun. And when I say we need to relate to Arjun, we also need to understand one thing. Arjun is capable. Wait, what I said? Arjun is capable of fighting. Arjun is not afraid because he is afraid of dying. Arjun is afraid because he is afraid of losing his loved ones. Arjun is not a coward who is saving his life. Arjun is a very, very brave fighter. So first of all, you need to be a great fighter. First of all, we need to be ready like Arjun. First of all, we need to be very, very well equipped to fight our own fears, to our own battles. Not any person. This is not a physical fight we are going to be involved in. We just have to take care of our minds. So that's what Gita is all about. Now, so let's understand Krishna for a while. Who Krishna represents? Is he a god who is living somewhere in that basic concept that we all have some or the other way? No, not at all. Or if you will ask me, I don't believe that any of this stuff is true. Like a god exists, something like that. They will see, they will judge your actions, then you will get results of it. No, nothing like that. And I'll prove it throughout this Gita. What Krishna is asking? First of all, let's understand who Krishna is. Krishna is the possibility of highest consciousness you have. Now consciousness, again a new word. Okay, let's see. What consciousness is all about? If I'll ask you, who are you? What you will give me answer? You can say, I am this sitting in front of you. No, this is your body. You can't be your thoughts because it is your thoughts. So you must be something, then you are accumulating thoughts. So who are you? You will not be able to figure out. So what you need to do is, what we will do while going through this Gita, what we are going to do is, we will eliminate what you are not. Are you getting my point? You will eliminate what you are not. And after that, after eliminating all the things, the vacuum which is left, we'll call that vacuum as consciousness, the pure form of consciousness. And now the highest possibility of what? Of consciousness, that means of pure you, is gonna be the Krishna, is gonna be represented by Krishna. I hope you understood my point. So now what in this first chapter is happening? In the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjun is giving reasons not to fight. And before giving those reasons, Arjun is asking Krishna a very amazing thing. Arjun is asking, hey Krishna, can you take me to the center of the battlefield so that I can go there and look at both the armies very, very unbiasedly? Now, there is a very high possibility where Krishna might be thinking, oh, this guy is involved in so much chaos. This guy is involved in every bad thing that can happen to him is happening to him right now, and he is in the middle of that thing. He is practically in the middle of battlefield, and at this point also he is at least curious to see everything clearly. Imagine last time you have a fight with your friend, with your colleague, with your family, anyone. Anytime your mind was in chaos, you were not happy. Imagine the last time. What happened? You at that moment also you were not able to see things clearly. You must have shouted at someone who has like no connection off, but you did it. Why? Because you were not able to see things clearly. After that, you might have realized, oh, I did that mistake. I was at anger, so I shouted at him. What is this? Arjun is in the middle of battlefield. Imagine the amount of chaos that must be going in his head. At that amount of chaos, he asked Krishna to take him to the center and look at the armies. Look at both the parties who are involved. So this must have triggered Krishna to say Gita to him, because Krishna was with him, like he was his cousin, I guess, right? So he was with him since childhood, but he never recited Gita to him before. So first of all, we need to understand one thing. To get any solution, first of all, we need to identify the problem. If you are ignoring the problem, you are never gonna get the solution. Now there are some beliefs that Krishna was 84 years of age when he recited Gita. He was 84 years of age. And after 84 years, did he got that divine knowledge of Gita? No, not at all. He didn't got any chance. He didn't got any moment because no one feels to be in that serious situation. When Arjun came into that situation, he recited the solution. So, moving forward, what logic Arjun is giving? After going in the middle, now Arjun is bewildered by the thought. What thought? Which kind of thoughts? Arjun is looking at his cousins and now he remembers all the memories. Arjun is looking at his teacher, Dronacharya, and now he's remembering, oh, he was worthy of my worship and I'm here in the battlefield to kill him. What kind of person I am? Am I that greedy? These are the type of questions that came into Arjun's mind. Fair enough, right? This sounds very logical. Krishna was listening. He was asking, hey, why you feel so? And then Arjun went on saying that, hey Krishna, think, I spent my childhood with them. Dhritarashtra was my uncle. Bhishma, he literally grew me up. Then Dronacharya, he taught me everything which I know. He shaped me. They all are my family. How I can kill them just for some dynasty? Just for a kingdom? Is that right? How pathetic human being I am. All these things Arjun was saying, and these are the things which was roaming in his head. Now how this is related to you? Let's understand this first. So, first of all, if I'll ask you, why we create relations? You might say to feel secure. To feel secure about what? Let me answer. To feel secure about you. Do you exist? We try to create relations to prove that we exist. We try to do some work that changes the world. We try to create impact so that that impact can prove that we exist. Unknowingly, but we do it like that. And when someone is asking you to let go of that identity, now we are feeling pain. Why we are feeling pain? What kind of insecurity we are surrounded with? We are surrounded with the insecurity of we are unknown. We are surrounded with the fact that if we lose these connections, if we lose my work, if I lose everything around me, on which pedestal I'm going to stand on? Because over the time I collected this stuff, I collected these relations, I collected my thoughts, and you're asking, hey, you are none of these, but the vacuum left, consciousness. So how I can let go of these things, because these things define me, these things shape me. How I can let go? So the original fear is not to lose the relationship. The original fear is to lose you. Because you consider yourself, who am I? I am the son of my father. Who am I? I am the son of my mother. Who am I? I am a brother of my sister. I am that guy's friend. I am the one who is using a laptop. I am the one who is a chess player. So all these things are defining me, right? And my every relation is defining me. If I'll kill those relatives, how I'm going to define myself? So the fear is not of losing my relative. Fear is of losing myself. This is the first misconception that Arjun had. But Arjun is giving some fantastic logic for his argument. What Arjun says? First of all, the first argument he says is of the greediness. Like, I'm not that greedy, Krishna. I can't be that greedy. Why? Because I can't kill my own family members and my teachers who is worthy of my worship. How I can kill them? Just to get the kingdom? No, I'm not that greedy. First argument. Second argument, and the most incredible one. He says, if I'm gonna kill the male members of my family, because in the battlefield, obviously male members are gonna be there. So if I am gonna kill all the male members of my family, what's gonna happen? Now the female members who are gonna be left, what they're gonna do? They're gonna make unwanted, unauthorized relations outside the family. And then what's gonna happen? They will produce children which are unauthorized. And once they will produce those unwanted children, when those children will give offering to the ancestors, they are not gonna accept it in the heaven. So we are doing a very, very great sin by killing these people. Then our whole generation will be polluted. He's giving this kind of argument. One more thing. Everyone standing in front of him is representing something inside your head. I hope we are clear on that part. This whole event is happening inside your head, not practically on a battlefield. And Duryodhan, his direct cousin, against which the whole fight is organized, is representing the ego. The ego that we build. The ego, the urge of proving that we exist. And then Dronacharya, he is representing the knowledge because he's the teacher. And now the knowledge, what knowledge is? If knowledge is not catered correctly, he will stand with the ego. Remember last time you met someone who was very knowledgeable on one particular subject and then he was very egoistic about it. Hey, I know everything about this. You guys don't. Are you getting my point? So exactly the same way. All the insecurities, all the things is standing in front of you now. They're asking you to, hey, kill that. It is ego boosting. How I can kill that? That's why it is an issue for Arjun. Don't put him in a very, very good faith that, oh, such a nice guy, he doesn't want to do it with the greed and all. He is afraid to kill himself. He is afraid to kill his ego. XYZ. That's what this first chapter was related to you. I hope you have watched all the previous videos. This was a very cut short summary. Now we are ready to jump on the great part. Some amazing logics given by Arjun. Now how Krishna is gonna give answers to it and how he's gonna motivate him and convince him to fight and kill his own family members. This is gonna be amazing to watch. Some back and forth, one of the universe's best debate. Let's see. And if you have any questions left, do comment down in comment section so that I can respond to them before moving to chapter 2. Because when chapter 2 will begin, Krishna is gonna speak and we are gonna listen. So see you in chapter 2 and meanwhile, see you in comment section. Bye-bye.